this time, I would like to call for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion that the board hires Dr. Keith Parker as superintendent of the Little City High State Public Schools effective July 1st, 2022, and to approve the proposed contract for his employment as presented by the board attorney.
I've had a motion and a second, and now we need a roll call vote. Ms. Parker.
Yes.
The motion carries. The first thing I'd like to do is point everyone. I was asked to make sure everyone knew where the restrooms were, and right down here to the left. So I've taken care of that business. On behalf of the Elizabeth City Pasquotank County Board of Education, I am pleased to introduce to you Dr. Keith Parker, who will officially begin his journey with us on July 1st, 2022. Please give him and his guests a warm Harbor of Hospitality welcome. After his brief remarks, I encourage you to stay and enjoy the wonderful refreshments provided by Kathy's, the music by our very own Cleon Cunningham and Dexter Jackson Hurd, and the conversation with each other as well as with Dr. Parker. So now it is my pleasure and my honor to turn it over to Dr. Parker. And he promised he was going to be brief.
Good afternoon. It is a pleasure to be here, and thank you so much for coming out this afternoon. I can tell you I am thrilled for this opportunity. Let me just start by thanking the Board of Education for extending to me the opportunity to serve as next superintendent of Elizabeth City Pasquotank Public Schools. I did, Sharon, the board chair, Chair Warden came up to me a little bit ago and she said, "Would you like to make some comments?" I said, "I would love to. I promise I'll be brief." And my friends that are here from Dare County know I can sometimes be a little long-winded. But if you bear with me, I promise I'll be brief, and I should have you out of here by 8 o'clock tonight. Let me thank some other people that are very important to me that are here. I do want to thank some of my friends from Dare County. Associate Superintendent Sandy Kinzel here, Assistant Superintendent Johanna Parker, and former Chair of the Dare County Board of Education, Dee Bassine, who's here. And I want to thank you all, and Dee, thank you for your encouragement and support of me over the years of friendship that's meant so much. I also want to thank my family who's here. My mom, Brenda, is here, my brother, Jeff, and his wife, Angie, are here. And I'm so thankful for everything that they mean to me. I think it was Abraham Lincoln who said, "All that I am, I owe to my darling mother." How many out there are thankful for your mothers, right? That in times when we didn't know if we were going to make it through, said that prayer, gave that encouragement that pushed us through. And I can tell you that I have the best mother in the world. So thank you, Mom, for your encouragement. I appreciate it. I also want to thank my brother. Even to be considered for a position like this is humbling to me. My brother and I are the first in our family to attend college. And leadership positions like this were never intended for folks like us, but thank God for that public school teacher and that parent that pushed you on through. So I just want to share my thankfulness to my family and everyone else that is here. I'd like to say just very briefly that I am excited when I think about the possibilities for Elizabeth City Pasquotank Public Schools. And I believe now more than ever, our young people need us. And we need to step up to the plate and make that commitment that our schools will work for all of our kids. And when I think about that work, that excites me. I had an opportunity a couple of weeks ago here recently to visit a first grade classroom. And I was so inspired after my visit, and I thought in this classroom of 6-year-olds how important our work really is. And you know, when you think about those first graders, those 6-year-olds, they will turn 30 in or around the year 2050. You know, think about that for just a minute. Can you imagine what the world will look like in 2050? Think about those same 6-year-olds. They're going to turn 80 years old in the year 2100. They will live out to be citizens in the 22nd century. And I don't know what 30 years from now will look like, and I certainly don't know what 2100 will look like, but I do know if those young people are going to be successful, they have got to have the skills to think for themselves, to know how to navigate this challenging world that we live in, and more importantly, know how to work and get along with people, particularly people they may not agree with. And I think that's what public schools can do. I think our public schools are a national treasure, and I think public schools can help prepare those 6-year-olds for that world that's coming. And I think Elizabeth City Pasquotank Public Schools can play a role in that. And I'm excited about that work and thinking about that work. So in that spirit, I'm going to make the promise that I made to the board chair to be brief. And I will close with that, but I would just ask you in the coming weeks, I'm going to do everything I can to meet everybody in our community, to be a part of our community, and to meet you and to hear from you about your hopes and dreams for our schools. So in that spirit, I would ask for your prayers. I would ask for your understanding in times when we face challenges and have to make hard decisions. I would ask for your forgiveness in times when I don't meet the mark the first time. And I would finally ask for your faith that by working together, we really can do amazing things for our schools and our kids. So in that spirit, thank you again for coming. I'm thrilled to be here. I'm ready to get to work, and I'm ready to do it together. Thank you.
Please enjoy, everyone. Let's have great conversation. Let's have our refreshments and just have a very good time. Please be sure to come up, introduce yourself to Dr. Parker, give him an opportunity to hear a little bit about you and our beautiful community. So that said, everybody enjoy. And we do need to make a motion to adjourn. We have that motion. We have a second from Mr. Archuleta. He's always eager to adjourn. So that, we'll have a show of hands. Okay. Now, enjoy the social event.